Your time.
Earth time. Good morning, everyone. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. I was trying to dress reggae for reggae month and them chastised me in my Jamaican shirt. So I had to go dig out shawl or scarf with some more reggae theme than just simple reggae. So it's not because of cold, it's not because no snowfall in Jamaica. It's because
it's Reggae Month and Black History Month.
Yes.
So incorporate everything into our dress today.
Yes.
Everything. So everybody will get your colors.
Yes, everybody have to get them colors and come in at the dance. Come in at the dance.
And
that no. Fabulous.
Fabulous. Looks good.
Thank you. Welcome. Are we live?
Yeah, we are live.
Okay.
Johnny says.
Yes, we're live. Who is that I hearing? Happy Reggae Month.
Daddy's here.
Yeah.
Yes, it's so good to hear you. How have you been?
I just come from swim class. I come from swim class and you have gym, which is supposed to go at 11. We just switched the class from 10. So, we have an echo.
No, that was just me trying to get into the chats. Oh, so Joni de la Plata says, good morning, ladies. Good morning. Laverine Francis says, good morning from Atlanta. She left off the morning part, but we understand fully. So here we go. So Michelle, how was your week? I know you was a little bit frustrated by your trip.
Good. Yeah, good. Today this week was really busy. It went by so quickly. Yes. Like I was surprised it's already Saturday.
Oh, yeah, that's so quickly. But aren't you surprised January done? The truth of the matter is that January done.
So quick.
We're just celebrating Christmas and January done, and we're already pushing what? The 5th of, soon is Valentine's Day. I hope all the men remember that Valentine's Day coming up shortly, and you need to celebrate the wives, your daughters, your significant partners, whomever. Faye Hughes says, good morning, everyone. Morning, Faye. VM Haslop says, good morning, ladies. Good morning. Peter Gaze says, good morning, everyone. Jennifer Campbell says, we're struggling with snow, -13 in Canada. Jennifer, you have our prayers and our thoughts. We wish we could send some white rum for you to warm you up, but cook some chicken foot soup today. Jennifer, you remember Saturday is usually chicken foot or beef soup. Cook some good soup today. You'll be fine, just fine.
That'll be perfect. Yeah, down here, but we were cold for a while in Jacksonville, but we got a break Thursday and Friday. It got really hot. And then this morning, it got really cold. Wow. So, we go sick.
No, rub up. You need to rub up. Rub up.
We have to rub up. But how was your week? Like, how was it? Like,
I had a good week. It was really, really very productive. Went down to St. Elizabeth, like I had shared earlier in the week, and looking forward to today, going to chill. Yesterday I went and got some good jerk pork, really was good. And I had it with mongoose bread. You want to ask me about my week, I may tell. Just give me a chance to talk about the week.
All right, we probably hear about the mongoose bread.
Yes, and about mongoose bread. So we had jerk pork and mongoose bread last night and holy rum punch. This morning I get up and I walk a long walk this morning. I'm tired like I was it not. But anyway, that was my week and my morning. Thanks for asking me. Remember to check YouTube.
Yeah, I'm on YouTube. I'm on YouTube, people. Remember Leah getting live on YouTube. If tell your family and friends.
Okay. Are you seeing them the chat?
Yeah, I am, but nothing.
Okay, good. You seen the chat on Facebook too?
Yeah, I am. I have them both.
After Jennifer?
Yeah, soup on the menu today. That is good. So what are we going to talk about today? We have a great show coming.
Yes, what are we talking about today, Mish? Tell me.
I know today because we have it's Black History and Reggae Month. We're gonna have different individuals from the Ministry of Culture, Gender, Sports and Entertainment and Sports will be on to talk about the many activities, I guess, that they're having for this month. And also we'll have somebody from the Bob Marley Foundation that will be on today to tell us about their event, which I did see a few things floating around social media where people are singing their favorite songs and entering competition. So there was a little buzz about that. And I did see a few things the government of Jamaica did highlight that they'll be doing. So we'll be having those individuals on today to tell us more and highlight more. And also, we're going to talk about a local hero.
Yes.
That we told everybody, remember to send in your information to our email. What was the email again?
We're going to forget check it.
You have to check email and tell you again. So to tell us about any person you view as a hero, whether it's growing up or no, that you want us to highlight, we'll talk about them and we'll highlight them. So we have that today. We're going to start off today. I'm not going to say who it is.
Yes, no, we're not saying who it is.
Until we get there. But before we do that, we're going to talk about current affairs. So
yes,
that's what I will do that. But before we go into that, Lorna said it's cold in North Carolina, but it's better than the snow we had the last 3 weekends. Jennifer said, hi, Sister Olga. Who is Olga?
I don't know. She's probably talking to somebody else, but we know. But you skip Lawton Wilkes, who says good morning from sunshine, freezing Philadelphia.
Oh.
And Lorna Hamilton, who says good morning, ladies. Love the colors. Thanks, love.
Thank you.
And Jennifer saying, yes, dear, soup on the menu today. Great. Continue, Michelle.
Johnny said, Michelle, so true. It was low 20s earlier in the week after over 20 inches of snow. And yesterday it was almost 50 degrees on Long Island, New York. Yeah, New York kind of rough.
So Jennifer Campbell need to tell us who is Sister Olga, because somebody is probably on the show by another name named Sister Olga and we don't know. So we need to know so we can call to Sister Olga too. All right, news. We're going to start with Jamaican news. Bobsledders look to create own legacy in Beijing. So that's a real positive thing to hear. A group of Jamaican bobsledders hope to put their own stamp on the future inspired by the 1988 team that made its Olympic debut. Their operations and goals will be put on the test at the 2022 Winter Olympics, which officially began yesterday, because this is yesterday's paper article. China with the opening ceremony, and they spoke about that. It will be the second straight games that will be operated during the COVID-19 pandemic, with more than 2,000 athletes scheduled to take part from 91 countries. Jamaica will enter the games, fielding the most teams for bobsled in its history, participating in the women's Mona Bob and the men's two-man team, and the first time since 1988, and the four-man team for the first time since 1988, ending a 24-year drought. So this is fabulous, and we celebrate all of our Jamaican brave snow folks who are representing us and participating.
Yeah, and I love seeing it. I got a little glimpse of the opening ceremony. I just saw the little, our little delegate of athletes, and it was so proud. I hope people are tuning in and will watch them as they make us proud. Win or lose, getting there is major. And they have this dance that they were doing, this little dance, it's good. And I am proud. I am proud of Jamaica that they are doing that. Yes. And it's a good thing. Sandra said, good morning, my beautiful people. She said, gorgeous panelists is looking sharp today. Love the attire. Thank you. We're representing for Black History Month and also Reggae Month. Yeah, so that's a positive thing out of Jamaica, like we have that. So hopefully everybody get energized, tune in, watch them, support them, send encouraging things. I saw that Sandals is one of their sponsors. So that is good.
Yes.
Yeah, kind of sounds good to have.
Next time around, we send sponsorship too from our conversations or Jamaica First. We need to sponsor them. All right, let me get out with the news before we get into that. Not a news item. I don't know how to read it, but everybody can take that. You can give me your thoughts. Government to pay up to 500,000 for illegal guns. Under the initiative announced by the Prime Minister, a reward system will be put in place where between 250 and 500,000 Jamaican will be paid for illegal weapons. The Prime Minister appealed to persons in possession of illegal guns to give them up. He also urged persons with information to share it with the police. Michelle, what do you think? If I might comment, I'm not so sure I agree with an initiative like this. When I hand over my gun and you give me 250 or 500,000, what then after that? It's almost an incomplete exercise for me. What then? What do I do? Where do I go?
I don't support that initiative. The reason why I don't support it is that it has been tried over and over. And the report has always been that it's not as successful as he would have thought. Because one, people are not really going to turn in their guns, but those who do will turn in older guns. And the thing is that we're still not going to get the guns off the street, because they might turn in these old guns and they have new guns. Because I did see a few pictures of guns that they got, the JCF got this week. And I don't know what war is going on. War is going on in Jamaica where we need those guns, but we don't know where these guns are coming from. But yes, so they're in the island. We don't manufacture guns. So I don't know how they're getting there. It's not like, US we manufacture. So I don't think that will help much with solving the crime, the gun issue. I think it would be better for them to, I know they've invested more in border patrol, and mending our borders, which we have a lot of spots where things come in and out. And I do think that with all vessels coming in, both fisherman boat or yacht or whatever, regardless of who it is, they need to do a thorough inspection of those boats to see what. Even at the airport, the other day they found a shipment. So they need to be monitoring how the flow of guns, like where they're coming from. Maybe with what they've gotten now, they could see a linkage of where trace the guns to see where they were manufactured, who first purchased it. Because I don't know how they do it in Jamaica, but like here, if we purchase a gun, we have to provide certain information, right? Yeah. So I don't know if they do that in Jamaica, so they can track it. And even
but if it's illegal though, are we saying that it's illegal because it's not registered with our FLA, or is it illegal because it doesn't have these serial numbers?
I think all of those come into it to me, but also illegal because if you're not licensed to carry a firearm,
then it's your illegal possession of it.
Yeah. Okay.
I think, Michelle, I want to agree with you somewhat that the truth is that they should put some forensic operation to the turning in of these guns, because you it's almost like you're getting a slap on the wrist. You do something with this illegal gun and all you do is come turn it in now and you get $500,000. What about the things that this gun did?
Where did they get it from? Like, like certain, I don't know. And I think Jamaica has done it before, the same thing in the past. And it wasn't as successful. And then the thing is that with the gang war, they could go dig up or tell whoever they
want them who them not like gun.
Exactly. And then they can use the money and purchase new guns, because who would sell them these guns? Like, that's where they need to do their intelligence, and then they maybe can get
and then they don't get to go to gun court. They just turn in the gun and there is no charge for the possession of it. There is nothing against it. No, sir. It's almost like you're saying, just go do what you want to do and then come in here now and we're paying you for it. There must be some other consequence. And
it kind of, when you're talking, it just dawned on me that they just said they were going to pass a lot of those in possession of illegal guns. So is it going to be an amnesty where, So
It's
we
an
don't
amnesty.
know. But
Sorry,
yeah,
just
but
amnesty.
yeah, but the thing is that sometimes we have to look at history to learn from, like historical data to see what works, what doesn't work. It might get some guns off the street, but will it be a big dent? You know what I mean?
And then when you get the guns off, what are you going to do in terms of social reform for these individuals who have handed the guns in? If somebody has an illegal gun, clearly they've been doing illegal activity. How do you assess that individual to rehabilitate them and make them a productive citizen? I think that there has to be more phases to this project. It can't be just gather the guns, give all of us money that, speculation. We could speculate that they could buy newer model guns with, or they could just have parties and enjoy themselves for a period. Then what? Where are the opportunities that follow? So it is concerning. To continue on the news, and I'm going to step.
1 second.
Sure.
What's her name? Teresa said, good morning, everyone, and here. Lorna said, no money for illegal guns. The only incentive may be not putting them in jail. I agree.
Yes.
I
Should have a charge or something to them, man. It can't be business as usual. All right, so I'm going to step outside for a little bit for some international news. Rescuers.
Sorry, before we go, sorry, somebody comments that just come. My phone, it kind of delayed. Okay. Sandra said, if they are given monetary incentives for turning in illegal guns, it will become a business in Jamaica. Phillips said, I was marveled to see a documentary from Mountain View Avenue. What is wrong with this picture? Kian said, good morning, my people. I'm not sure what.
Philip, you have to tell us a little bit more about this documentary.
Documentary.
Not relating to it. Why were you marveled to see it? Were they talking about guns,
Yeah. No, we don't need the guns off the street. Did you see unfortunately, I don't like to talk anything negative about my wonderful parish. What did you see in the news? In Trelawney, near where I live, they found 13 illegal guns.
Oh, yes, I saw that. But that is the truth is, Michelle, that this is a huge community that is a predominantly dormitory type operation within that area. So with the number of houses up in that area, finding 13 illegal guns is nothing for you to feel badly about. Then find them,
At least they find them, and we don't want that in our community. Yeah, we don't want that in our community, because we don't want these wars or whatever. Because when you do with so many guns, it's like you're looking for a war. Like, that's every time I hear about it, I'm like, is there a war coming? Like, why do we have these high-powered weapons in Jamaica? VM said they have too much money to give. They have so much money to give. Yeah.
Can you imagine that? You look. Now that VM, thanks for raising that point. The government probably pays about $19,000 or so per student in school to support a student in school, and they're going to spend $500,000 for one gun. And then what?
Yeah, but I think they have other things in place, so we'll see, because I do know that they said they have ramped up the border patrol, and they have they got new boats, and they do other stuff, and they have these targeted, which I think they should keep doing that though, because these targeted missions that they have, that they're recovering the guns, it is fruitful, you know what I mean? And if they continue to do it, I think we'll get a better result than people turning in the guns.
Well,
but with everything, we just have to be hopeful. Yeah, but they need to balance it. That is good. Else,
need to balance it by saying what is a support system that we're putting in place to keep people out of wanting to buy another gun or get into the illegal gun business. There must be some social incentive that offers advancement opportunities for people.
Yeah. Sanchez said, unfortunately, Queen Michelle, Trelawney is not in a bubble. I do think we are. We are the better parish. Best parish.
Thanks.
But I know what you're saying, Sandra.
Thanks, Betty. I didn't want to say that, but thanks for saying it.
Philip said it was an interview. The documentary was an interview with gunmen bragging on their success and power. And they have more power and guns than the police and army. Well, based on what I did see with the guns, I don't know how these civilians have these type of guns, which they shouldn't. But yeah.
Wow.
I know when these gunmen they on camera. Who got on camera? And the police can use that information. I don't know. As Genius said, hopefully I pronounce it right. Good morning, my beautiful sisters on the other side of the Caribbean islands. My dear hearts, that was a great effort on law enforcement to make things better for the new generation in the township. God bless their loving efforts to improve things. Yes, that is true. It is a good step. Dr. Diana, Joni said, Dr. Diana, I was wondering if the gun court was still keeping sessions or having trials. There should just be new laws or just update and tighten any current laws, making sure if your gun firearm aren't registered and you are caught with guns, there are stiffer penalties. Yes, I think that's what they're trying to do, right? Especially with the new ministry.
Well, so they're saying, but then when you come up with a perspective now of rewarding people for the illegal guns, what are you saying? If you find me with an illegal gun, I'm supposed to tell you I was going to turn it in as on the way to the police station? Where we draw the line? When do you get penalized? When do we make these work for us?
Yeah, anybody, unless you find it. Like, I'm like, okay, but if, I mean, like, you know, like you find a gun, whatever.
But them find all these guns and them don't find nobody responsible for the gun or nobody, you know, you don't hear say them lock up 10 man and friend 13 gun. Them don't lock up one soul with all the gun them with them find. Them dig up half of the stadium and find all these guns under the
we don't hear nothing, right?
And so who dig up around there? Who had authority to visit? Where is the camera footage to show who come over here?
Yeah, everybody have camera now. Sandra said Jamaica should just come up with a task force to retrieve these illegal guns instead of paying civilians. Yeah, just hire more police officers, right? Philip said, my point exactly, Michelle. Eugenia said, you're looking like professional divas. Go ladies, Miss Texas. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, thank you very much. We much appreciate that. Yeah, we don't mind being Jamaican divas today. Michelle.
No comment on YouTube, but we're still here. I see people are on. If you have any comments, let us know. YouTube, let us know.
So going back to my international news again, China joins Russia in opposing NATO expansion, and I just reading headlines, accepting that I want to rescuers inch nearer to boy stuck in well for days. So there's a 5-year-old boy who fell into a well in Morocco, and they're struggling real hard to get him out. They're digging alongside it to try and rescue him, and we pray that they will manage to take him out. But the piece of news that I really want to raise is this piece where former Vice President Mike Pence has dismissed claims by Donald Trump that he could have stopped Joe Biden becoming president last year. In his strongest rebuttal yet, he said Mr. Trump was wrong to suggest he had the right to overturn the election. Do you think this is a little bit too late? It would have been far more impactful had he done it sooner.
Yes.
Or what happened?
Yeah, I agree. It would have been, but you know, better late than never. Because you see, everybody is kind of tight-lipped when it comes to the former president. Nobody's speaking out. Actually, when people do speak out, they try to sanction them where they're not able to speak out. Like Cheney's daughter and this other guy that sits on the committee that is reviewing
Adam
yeah.
Kissinger.
Yeah, Kissinger. So like they try to muzzle people, like you can't talk out of turn against the former president. But I think what Pence did was right, because as you know, he did the right thing that day, despite the urging of Trump. Like Trump don't really understand to me the Constitution, how it works. He just feels like he does whatever he wants, and that is fine. And he doesn't realize the words that he's saying, and like nobody is doing a check balance with him. Yeah. So it's good that he has spoken out and thoroughly explained why it's unconstitutional to do it, and it's also against, you know, a democratic society and other stuff. Yes. And I'm not sure why they keep pushing, because the more things come out about what happened
January 6th.
Yeah, it's really heartbreaking, because I remember watching it. Like I thought it was going to spread to Florida. Like
it was scary. It was scary. And you know what? The rhetoric out of the Republican National Committee that the no government is trying to prosecute ordinary citizens engaged in legitimate political discourse. They could look at that which was happening and call it legitimate political discourse. But what is even more alarming for me is that so many people soak up this Kool-Aid.
Well, so many people. You do have a lot of people that, but the thing is that at least they say it in a better way. Because first they say it was an excursion. They were there on an excursion.
Legitimate political discourse, and they're beating up Cheney and the other guy because they are helping to participate in a democracy. Huh?
Yeah, and anybody that did it, and I'm surprised because remember at the point when Pence went ahead and, you know, certified whatever the results, they said they were going after Pence, and he had to run too. Remember, because they viewed him as one of the enemies too.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that he remained silent after is kind of where he came now, because even though he knew that he was targeted, he still remained silent.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not sure why he's, you don't know. But
when I think of Pence coming out now, Michelle, my cynical head says, well, clearly Pence planned for run, and he wants to separate himself, you know. So, you know, it's like, why no? He should have done this ages ago. No, I'm happy that he has come out and spoken stoutly about it, but I think that him see it as a good political, a strategic move for the party right now, for him to insert himself as, you know,
separate.
You know.
But most of people who separate themselves, you know, work out too well for them. So I don't know. The only other person that is a front runner with Trump that no Trump is going against him is DeSantis.
Is who?
Because DeSantis, the one from Florida.
Your man down in Florida.
Yeah, Florida.
But so, not Trump brethren that?
They fell out because he won't say he will not run for president.
Oh.
And Trump wants him to say that, but he hasn't. Yeah, and he's likable. Yeah, and he's likable now to the crowd or followers he have. They prefer him, and they know he's doing all these things in Florida, which boosted him, because now he's bragging about the things he's done in Florida and how our economy was going. He was the first to say open up everywhere. So people are looking at him now and say, okay, he was right. So he's looking more favorable than Trump. So he doesn't like him. So they're going at it. But we have
to get invited to no more party.
Yeah, but I want DeSantis to run for you know, to run for president. So we could have somebody else come in for governor. That would be a good, but we have comments coming in.
Okay.
Adrina said they are rewarding citizens for turning the guns in. I did know that part. Angela said, good morning, ladies from New Jersey, 25 degrees. Lon said, yes, it's a little late for Mike Pence to speak out. However, I am happy that he did. Me too. Johnny said, Dr. Dan and Michelle, when you read Pence's full statement, he was sincere. He's doing this.
Sincere. She says insincere.
Oh, insincere. Sorry. He is doing this with the intent to run against Vice President Kamala Harris in 2024.
I think so.
But that's not going to help him, because the majority of the Republicans agree with Trump. So will that help him? Carl said Americans are not very intellectual. Not all.
Carl, we're going to walk that back. We're not going to say that.
Yeah.
So we can't label them all up like that. I understand what you're meaning, that we're not being rational or we're not being logical sometimes, but we're not going to say them not.
Yeah, no, not everyone.
No, man, them have too much university and college. Carl,
yeah.
Even some this one now, Carl.
Yeah, they are not like Europeans. Yeah, not generalize. Not everybody. Gina said, sorry, I have to exit. Exit. Sorry, sister had another engagement already this morning. Sending the love from Dallas, Fort Worth, and Atlanta areas family. Thank you
very much for coming on and sharing with us whilst you could.
Yeah. VM said, I agree with you, Dr. Diana. He wants to run for president.
Yep.
Carl said, Pence is just thinking of his political ambitions for 2024. Joni said, that's what happens when you worship and create excitement about people who export only hype about themselves.
Yes, and she was responding to Carl on that one. But that is it. And another piece of news, and I mean, Jamaicans can take it any which way, especially Jamaicans who travel to the island and usually take back this thing. KFC Jamaica hit by chicken shortage.
That was hilarious. We got cook on the yard. But what was even funnier,
what
a big chicken company name?
Broilers?
Yeah. Selai. No. Well,
my cynical head again went to the point that I wonder if this is the justification for importing the chicken quarters.
Or to increase prices again.
Oh. Well, I'm not a KFC fan. I don't know. Sorry for all KFC fans out there, but I'm definitely not a KFC fan. It's not something that I'm tripping over.
Yeah, me too. It used to be good, but not as much. And the thing is that, listen, you have local people who cook some good fried chicken. My God. Go talk to the local restaurants.
Especially when you go country. Oh my gosh, when the country people then cook a chicken and then cook it over the cold stove.
The big dutchie.
Just turn it 2 times. Let me tell you, that's a fried chicken.
That is fried chicken.
And then make some gravy with that, Michelle, separate gravy, and then serve that. I want a 2 slices of yam from Trelawney.
Exactly. So you can do other things, but you are right. It might be because the government did say that there's a shortage. KFC said there's a shortage. So
and they're freeing up the importation of it, but I don't think the importation is for me to come and import chicken legs and quarters that I get an exemption. But I suppose KFC saying there's chicken shortage, them need chicken, so open it up.
Or what they could do then is use the local farmers for what shortage they have. Invest in them to supply it. You don't really have to go overseas because you have enough people that grow chicken and stuff. And I always see like MPs giving out chicken to people who, want to have their farms or whatever. Just invest more in those and you will have a supply keep going. And even schools, like the agriculture schools, they could have contracts with them where they provide it so they get money, money to the school or primers, like 4-H club do different, farming stuff.
You're right, Michelle. There are lots of small scale farmers who are producing chicken. And if there's a shortage and you really want to bolster the economy, you want to support the small business sector, the entrepreneurs, then set them up in a structured way to provide the chicken, to grow the chicken at a particular, give them certain supplies so that it meets whatever standards rather than import this frozen chicken, 20,000-year-old frozen legs and quarters. We don't know how old it'll come from, and a hoof a leg. We never know if a chicken leg.
Exactly. But I want them to go buy goat meat. So I wanted curry goat. And I was like, where's the goat? Where's the goat? And they said, no, it's another Australian goat or something. But
so it's either that or they probably, if you ask for mutton, they're going to give you sheep.
Sheep, yeah. But it was something else. But yeah, people support your local people within your community, within your parish, and help them. make some money, so keep the economy going.
Yep.
But I don't know what, because it's a disconnect between the government saying there's not much chicken, KFC saying there's not much chicken, but then this big producer, maybe they are producing enough, but not enough for everyone. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Sandra, okay. Johnny said, buy and promote your own. Yes, Jamaica first. Philip
Yes,
said,
Jamaica first.
Philip said country fried chicken. Sandra says, why do they have KFC in Jamaica? What a calamity. That's why they have chicken shortage. Go cook on chicken. Tastes a lot better. That's true. If you ever see the line for KFC.
Yes, the other day when I went down to St. Elizabeth in Junction, they have a new KFC and people were lining up out there. And I said, look at that. The jerk chicken man get a beat now because KFC just right there. So the canteen at the school wasn't making as much money now since the school term because KFC opened and all the kids saved the money to go KFC. It's what I'm putting there.
I don't know. I like KFC, but I'm not gonna lie. When I go to Jamaica, I will wait for 2 hours.
What?
For the chicken wings. But I call ahead and ask somebody who in Falmouth. But it's unreasonable because even when I purchase it, I'm like, it really too costly for the purchase this when I could go to somebody, like one of the shop owners and buy, a full meal with the fries, the chicken, juice, everything for half the price. And it is good.
Cost of living really high in Jamaica still doing Mish.
I notice.
Well, high.
Yeah, but
anyway, that's why I eat jerk pork or jerk chicken.
But pork, let me not talk about your pork that you love so much. But the other things you could eat, mackerel, you can't have sardines. Pick up a little, too much chicken, not good,
Right. But people don't do that no more, like have some cook up saltfish.
Yeah.
Or do a rundown with coconut milk and
cabbage. You remember cabbage and stuff?
Cabbage and carrot. They always have cabbage and carrot mixed up with piece of saltfish. All the time you can barely find the saltfish in there. You have to look good.
Yeah.
I'm so much flavor.
And how they used to stretch the chicken. This is another thing too. If you don't have enough chicken, if you have 1/4 chicken, you can stretch the chicken by chopping up the chicken fine and mix it up with cabbage or pop chow. I like cook it up so it's stretch. Like if you have a piece, so it's
chop suey. We used to call it chop suey.
Chop suey.
All of a sudden, nobody now make no chop suey. Put whole vegetable in there. 2 little pieces of chicken stir fry, 1 little piece of beef stir fry in it, or 2 little shrimp if you look.
Exactly. Yeah, ask where it is, where the meat. The meat. Yeah, but if you want to stretch it, there's a shortage. You have to find ways around it. Johnny said, Princess Myra said, good morning, good morning. Johnny said, they need to buy local and support the local economy, making folks who are draining the economy and starving Jamaican citizens. Yeah, we need to take a turn and invest more because there are a lot of programs that help. Because to be honest, I saw like MPs were giving out like these programs for entrepreneurs where they give, I'm not sure if you know about it, where they give them a stipend to help with their business. I'm not sure if you know about it.
I think it depends on the different MPs. They have different activities that they carry out, but there was a time when people could get this kind of support. I don't know how it operates now.
Yeah, and even they have like farmers market, which I do see farmers market. So the farmers market have little local people go to these markets and sell. And that is pivoting with this chicken shortage. And also with the price of living going up and cost of food, you might get it cheaper to purchase from your local farmers than, like the other day I saw a picture of Mega Mart, like the onion, like they cut the onion in half and cut up in slices. And it was, I think, $500 and something, like half an onion cut up in, no, a lie, 170.
Some else must was in there.
No man, nothing. If you ever see how they package it, but people go into these stores and purchase the little, like one time I said they put like 5 grape in the little white thing. People are gonna really buy it. When they could have go one local farmer, go bend down or one of the markets,
Well, me not buying no grape because there was a man who used to grow grapes and he don't grow them anymore here. I can't afford to buy grapes for thousands of dollars. I can buy oranges. I can buy grapefruit. I can buy ripe bananas. Real Roast Mitchell ripe banana, not the little funny ripe banana that I see them have about the place, but nice Roast Mitchell bananas. Yeah. I'd rather spend my $1,000 and buy 200 ripe banana. Sorry,
fruit. You have seasonal stuff that you can go buy.
Yes.
So Philip said, no, we haven't gotten there yet. Did you discuss the recent teacher situation in Jamaica, reteaching without going to a teacher's college? We haven't gotten there yet. Lon said, I am guilty for being a staunch supporter of KFC in Jamaica. That is true.
Good for the soul.
I only eat it in Jamaica. I don't eat it anywhere else.
Yeah, man, I must say all of the bad what we use out there. Or they must have extra food with spice.
Yeah, I don't eat it anywhere else. So
no, and we didn't talk about the. If I might go back to Philip's comment about the teaching council, we never spoke about the new act that is being proposed for licensed teachers to be required to be licensed, and if you are practicing without a license, then you're going to be fined. A fine of 500, 200 to 500,000 is really neither practical nor attainable for the average Jamaican teacher. Perhaps it's something that we can discuss on Tuesday night, since we're really here to focus on Reggae Month and Black
History Month.
Yeah, so that was the focus.
So tune in again on Tuesday night. Remember, we're here Tuesday night at 9 p.m.
Yep.
Okay, Erica Hall Maxwell said, I never understood why so many Jamaicans are so addicted to KFC. I have not eaten it in years.
Well, when next year come Jamaica, Erica, come try it out and see me there.
Garvin said, good morning. Jonas said, Jamaica may need to monitor foreign advertisements. That's what's creating those long lines. Look what fast food have done to USA's health, from being overweight to hypertension and diabetes. Around the world, you see the stark correlation. Go back to cleaner, healthier, local organic foods, fruits, vegetables, locally raised animals, meats, and grown provisions. That is true, but I don't think the KFC advertisements are what's pulling Jamaica, because
no, but what she's saying though, Mish, is not so much a KFC. She's saying all those international ads, because they really push fast food. Every time you turn, the radio on your phone, if you're on something pop up is another food thing, and it's not a jerk pork man or jerk chicken man saying to come and do this. But she's quite right, and I want to agree, because as it relates to the hypertension and the diabetes, which are these non-communicable diseases, there's a propensity of it in Jamaica, high incidence rates, and these are the things that feed into it. And the irony is that in our schools, they have had a restriction on the snacks that you can have in tuck shops, that schools ought to be selling all these healthy things, but there's no monitoring of all these approvals for junk that is elsewhere outside of it. So
yeah, that's true. And I agree with the other ads and everything, and the pizza, everybody want pizza now. Pizza line extremely long. And remember growing up, we have with mother, grandmother cook with food, make sure we have with dinner, you dump in whatever rice, planned out meal that were healthy. Mm-hmm. But I guess, I don't know why, as the commercials or whatever will get people addicted, and parents have to take responsibility for that though, in what they provide for their
parents
children.
Need to take responsibility for true family. Nobody not cooking, or I'm not saying that nobody, most places don't, most families not cooking. It's like how we grew up with this tradition Saturday, what we're going to do, cook chicken foot soup, or we're going to cook beef soup. Sunday, what you going to do? Somebody roasting beef or roasting pork, frying chicken, making macaroni salad, making potato salad, cooking rice and peas. Somebody out the road that buy a piece of mutton because they will get curry goat. There is not that kind of a structure and that family get together around anything. So people not making meals. The child go to school, him eat whatever at school. Mother go work, she eat what is at work. Everybody carry on box food or something. You're walking down the street and everybody walking with a little box food in a little paper bag coming from some place that they've bought food. Why can't we cook our own food? All of a sudden, nobody knows to cook.
Yeah, and exactly. And grow our own stuff. That's why I don't get it. Like I saw the big change. Because I remember we never have a lot of fast food. I remember the only time we had KFC was when we went on a school trip. You know, like when we went to Kingston.
Exactly.
That's how we get
pantomime.
Our pantomime, we get KFC. We never get KFC growing up, you know, like we ate at home. But I think it's, as I say, it's really up to the parents to monitor what they give their children. Because even with my son, he don't eat candy, he don't eat ice cream, he don't eat other stuff. Because I didn't introduce it to him. Because I do think he's too young to have that, to be addicted to those sweets and other stuff. So people are saying it's costly. But remember, Jamaica, we grow a lot of fruit trees and all these things. Why can't we utilize that? It doesn't cost a lot. It actually costs more to go purchase these things that we're complaining about cost of living.
And sometimes you think about it. I don't. The cost is probably what is driving people to eat more box food, because the truth is that when you look at it, they can go to the shop and they can spend, let us say, $700, and they get rice, chicken, and they get a meal. But if they were to cook at home, probably because them cooking skills not so good, them can go buy a piece of chicken. But yes, them could buy one chicken for the week. Half a chicken for the week and just use pieces of it and cook.
Yeah, it left over like what we used to do. I want me a funny stuff. But also, I said that. But you know, say add up a lot, because you know, so remember, like say they go buy breakfast. Remember, they go buy breakfast, lunch, because they go say they peckish. They go get snack, and then they go have dinner. So I remember with peckish, we have to get something. But we have to be more responsible. But yeah, they are valid. And I think the government needs to do a better job at monitoring. I know they say like some things have to have labels now, and you have to tell exactly what's in
your product.
In your product. So people have to
read the juice to get the approval. It's not even easy to get it done, but and them need to do better. People need to start cooking their yard. That are probably just
take care of their health and well.
Yes.
Sandra said, is KFC using Jamaican chicken or foreignish chicken? I don't eat KFC. VM said they are importing the KFC from Jamaica. Sandra said,
they're importing the KFC from Jamaica to where?
I don't know, because the KFC up here is horrible. Nothing like Jamaica. June said everything tastes better in Jamaica, but the lines at the fast food outlets, June, and the waiting time is ridiculous. I'm telling you, like 2 hours or more. Garvin said chicken not making anyone unhealthy. Too much of it can be unhealthy, however. Well, yeah, some chickens are, because with all the hormones and everything they put in it, it's not really.
And plus, it all with them fried in. It's joke you're making. Some of the time, them fried in oil that has been sitting. No apologies. That is a fact.
Yeah, that is a fact.
Yes, it makes you unhealthy.
Good. And the hormones not good, especially for women. It's not good. The hormones, it's not good. Johnny said Jamaica's KFC is voted best in the world. However, there should be a balance. It's foreign thing mental. That is true. We are foreign minded. There was a time when these items were a once in a while thing. Now it's daily consumption. Sometimes they become the 3-day meals. What happened to good nutrition? Exactly. They said the Nutribun. Remember when the government is to send on Nutribun and meals?
Them said that the Nutribun factory place soon open up back. It must be going open up next month. Arlene Jackson says the healthy eating boils down to pay. To eat healthy is not cheap. Yes, Arlene, but it don't mean that you have to eat. You can eat healthy, cheap on the cheap. You can eat more vegetables, callaloo, pop chow, all of those things, carrots, turnip, beetroot. You can eat on the cheap, healthy. One chicken, you don't have to eat, you don't have to eat 10 pounds of chicken. You have to eat 1 pound of chicken when you sit down. Like Michelle said, get the chicken breast and we can always slice it up and make a stir fry. No, man, we can't eat healthy on the cheap.
Yeah, but
people just eat little.
Yeah, but I think in Jamaica, you maybe can't eat healthy. And the reason why I say this, I guess because I live in a country where everybody have fruits, but you have where your neighbor have some fruits, you can ask a neighbor for fruits, aki, like different things, but staple like, rice and flour you go buy and canned stuff. But you have a neighbor who have banana, you grow your banana tree, you have a little, like your share. So to me, it can be done, especially if you grow a little thing, it can be done to where you are healthier in Jamaica. You grow a little tomato, lettuce, and whatever. And people sell them cheap because I remember like this lady, like she sell peas and it's like a big bag, but it's maybe like $100. Kind of like they're not really sell to make a major profit. Mm-hmm. They're just selling it for something. So it can be done. You just have to put your mind to it. In the US, it's really expensive.
No, man, you're right, Michelle. They just again it got to cooking skills somebody mentioned and making your mind up that you're going to do it. Lentil is something that is so nutritious and it is quite affordable here. It gives you all the protein and all the nutrients that you could possibly need for a meal. You can use lentil make soup. You can make a stew without meat in there with lots of coconut milk
or sip
spices. And put your little spinach in the same way, huh?
Sip.
Exactly. You can make sip as a Rastaman would say.
Sip. Chickpeas is really good with a lot of proteins and everything, and even need chickpeas.
Exactly. And you add a little piece of chicken if you want in there,
Yeah.
No, man, you can do things.
Johnny said, Dr. Diana, it may not be just a cooking skill. It may be plain laziness and a perceived instant gratification. That is true. That is what I do. I don't practice what I talk about. That is exactly what I do. Diana said, good morning. Carl said, does Jamaica import chicken? I couldn't tell the last year I have ever had KFC chicken.
When Diana said, KFC. Come buy some.
Diana said KFC Canada is nasty tasting. Didn't like as a little kid, refused to eat it. Vacation in Jamaica, I overdosed on the KFC. It is so tasty. That is true. Garvin said the saturated fat issue with fried food is that whenever you leave it as leftover and reheat it, you develop saturated fat that can be bad for your health. It's best to eat fried food right after it's cooked.
They don't warm it up and send it to us.
And that then the most time they want.
They don't want to send it to it. Gavin.
Mm-hmm.
Gavin, you're a chef. Why are you telling us that? Are you a nurse or not?
Yeah. But yeah, we need to do better. And what topic going upon? We got all over the place. So rich here.
No, our rich as usual. We always gone up on a on a tangent.
Yeah, I think when we talk about the shortage of the chicken.
Tangent. Remember one ad where you used to say tangent? You know something?
Yeah, on a tangent. I just remember it from maths class.
Yeah, but there was an ad on Jamaican radio about tangent. Oh my gosh, and it was really funny. Tangent make the whole pipe. Tangent make the whole pipe. Yes, tangent.
Johnny said heroes.
Oh, that was the topic that we're supposed to be looking at.
We soon touch.
We need to remind them where they're supposed to be sending in their stuff to us. The information, who you want us to talk about. June, you need to send me a note. Tell me who you would want to recognize as a national hero, as an hero, not a national hero, but just a hero, somebody who has impacted you here. And it probably, June, if you type it in there, June South Robinson addressing, if you type it in, I probably know the person and could do a little living about that person. When we miss Jean Vignalia come here late and I ask where you miss 1 hour, so hour late, you miss enough. We talk about the news, we talk about gun, we talk about who can cook, we talk about KFC, we talk about all things whenever the panelists we talk about.
So the website is
The email?
jaconvo@gmail.com. So
Okay.
jaconvo@gmail.com. So send us anybody you want us to highlight. And yeah, Joni, you did send it to us. Remember, I forwarded you. She was the first one on point.
Yes.
We haven't gotten anything since. So nobody now have, except for Joni, have any hero that you
Well, I
look
have
up?
my hero. I'm going to send in to the jaconvo@gmail.com my suggestion as to whom I wanted to celebrate. Michael, you just a come and you have to come with something controversial. Do you think the Ian Fleming Airport should have been named for a foreigner? I mean, I think we need no airport out there, so period. But
I think he deserved it because he has done a lot, though.
Sandra, please tell us about your grandmother who's 100 and odd years old. Send picture so we can talk about the individuals. Yes, we need to make us celebrate the people them who don't get celebrated usually, because they're just in our communities, they're in our schools, they're in our churches. Please.
They are here.
Opportunity, our heroes. So Michelle, what the theme for Black History Month is? Black health, Black wellness. Thursday night we were talking about different things that we eat as Jamaicans, and there was a little bit of a bust out because a certain person who was sitting in for you was saying how to eat red herring, and I had a challenge because that's not how I know red herring is prepared. So let me tell you what it was. He says that you just pick up the head red herring and eat it. And I'm saying, no, you have to wrap it in something, soak it in rum, burn it, strip it off, and then you can eat it. And all hell broke loose.
But, two things can be correct, right? So your way is correct for you. His way is correct for him, because that's how in tradition I learned growing up. Like Jamaicans do things differently and prepare things differently, even rice and peas. And, different. So that's just how you do it. Do you prefer it that way? Or have you ever tried it his way? Or
no, but I wouldn't have done it his way, because it's like you're cleaning the fish. It's like you're preparing it. So this is how we prepare it, by roast, burnt part, lighten it, and then strip off the thing to eat it. All right. I don't think I won't get no justice here. So let us look at another topic.
No, I have agreed. I'm saying you're right, your way. He's right, his way. Like we can agree. Two things can be right. Two things can be right.
You'll be politically correct. The other issue that we spoke about to Michelle, and this is interesting, that this lady, she was on our way from Ghana to the US, and she had the baby.
That's fine.
And then what is the baby's identity? What is the nationality of the baby? Because the baby's up in the air, and it is up in the air.
Yeah, I know this.
Yes, Jean Wignall, wrap in a paper, roast and strip, and then pick it up. Exactly.
Johnny said, Dr. Diana, it is possible his was after the burn. Maybe. I don't know. What is a red herring? They red. Oh, they used to sell it at school. It used to wrap up in our white paper. I didn't eat it. I stink. The VM said, I love to eat my own food because I know what is in it. We do eat out at least once per month. YouTube people, I'm on. I'm not seeing you posting, but I see you're on.
Michelle, Michael Tomlinson says that he didn't get a notification this morning.
I don't know.
Everybody, did you get a notification that the show was on? How do you know that we're on to come on? Or you just know because this is our routine? Michael, look here, you just have to know, say the routine.
I think you have to sign up on something on the website. We're going to have to ask Leah. Leah, technical expert.
You probably need to subscribe to the website, and then you get
it. Subscribe to jamaica.com. And you can also subscribe to Leah Gillins on YouTube.
Okay, fine. I get the notice. Sure. And then when all is said and done, just remember, say we are here and come.
We're here. And tell your family and friends. Faye said she got a ping
Okay.
Johnny said, yeah, the child takes the citizenship of the mother.
Okay.
Lorna said, I got a notification on Facebook.
Well, Tamlin said, I know what I do.
Yeah, June said, I got a notification that you had posted Doc D. So when you post, I guess people saw it.
Okay.
So it's 11 o'clock. It's 11 o'clock. And what are we?
Well, we're expecting a representative from the ministry to come and talk to us about how Jamaica is celebrating and recognizing Black History Month. Our rendition of Black History Month in Jamaica is really to celebrate Reggae Month. And so she's expected to come to share with us how what Jamaica is doing and how Jamaica is going to be doing it for this month. And we're also expecting, because Bob Marley's birthday is tomorrow, there's going to be major celebration, and somebody from that foundation will join us at about 11:15 to share what is happening.
I see some more comments.
Okay.
Sandra said the nationality of the baby should be wherever the plane was when the child was born, if not dual citizenship between Ghana and the USA. Yeah, I want to say that, but there was some changes to that, but I'm not sure. I can't 100% say. Arlene said, men in bars drinking, eat the red ring your way, Diana. It makes them drink more. And the bartender, I laugh.
Arlene, I love that.
Philip said it was hard to get on, but search Leo and or Jamaica.com. Peter says the plane was not in the US waters, hence no American citizenship. Yeah. Johnny said, check your security software on the device you are using. It may be inadvertently blocking the notification. Yeah, Johnny told us this last week why she wasn't seeing the notification. Diana said, my cousin was born over US water territories and my dad says she got US citizenship. Doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, I think if you're in the territory. Michael said, we need to celebrate more of our culture than just his heroes.
All right, Michael, just to respond to that, that's what we are trying to do. When we ask persons to indicate to us persons within their local communities, persons whom they know have impacted their welfare, their well-being, who you have become, it might very well be something relating to culture than it is to a hero per se. So we're not looking at the traditional heroes. We're asking you, as you think of your childhood, your growing up days, who really had a major impact? It might have been not a who, but it might have been an institution. It might be a Boy Scout to which you belonged. It might be your church community, it might be a youth club. What was that impacted you, that, you know, boy, you can look back and say, this really had an impact? That's your hero. That's what we want to celebrate.
Yeah, Johnny said, Michelle, the rule was the manufacturer of the plane. Okay.
Really?
You have to look into it.
So if the manufacturer was British, then the pitney become British.
Yeah, I want to
what
say
the baby mother did want when she leave Ghana for head to America. No.
Oh, Peter says, guys, please pray for me that I get on the flight in a few minutes. I've been in the airport for 24 hours. It had to be American Airlines. Never again. If you ever know what happened to me, I'm praying for you. If you ever know what happened to me Tuesday night, American Airlines allowed me and everybody to get on that plane knowing that something was wrong with the plane. So guess what we all had to do? Get off the plane.
What?
Yes.
That's so frustrating. I bet there is some little fine print that says that if the flight is delayed after you have boarded, then you're not entitled to X, Y, or Z. And so they're making to go on it so that they eliminate that little clause.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but I didn't even put in my claim. I need to put in my claim.
Yeah, put in your claim. I'm putting the claim for the show that you lost as a result, because we never had
loss of money. Right?
Loss of fellowship. Peter, we're praying for you, my dear.
Yeah, so yeah, we're praying that you get on your flight. American Airlines
Get on
is
your way.
the worst. The lady on the plane had a premature delivery. Oh, it's a preemie.
Well, so she say. Me not sure.
Well, that's why they always say you have to be careful when you're traveling. Always get the okay, but you never know what happened. They don't really know why you have premature birth. They still haven't figured it out. But that is something to look into. Peter Gay said, "Thanks, all. You make it, Peter Gay. Oh my God, 24 hours. I guess I never get no hotel room. That sucks."
But wouldn't she be entitled to hotel space or something like that?
They switch it up so much
Meals or
they don't
something.
give people much. They don't give people much anymore. Jean said, "Dr. D, you are the best."
Yeah, what me do you know? Oh gosh. Let me tell you something. I plan to talk about some educators that I have known. And I'm sure a lot of you know educators that you can talk about. I plan to talk about educators who were like family, who, and I hope somebody will speak at the soonest about an educator who is family as well to get this series going. But I want to talk about a local doctor. There's a doctor in Maple named Lucian Jones. And for me, Dr. Lucian Jones is a hero. He's been my doctor from I was a teenager going to doctor. He's still my doctor. He's a general practitioner. He travel every day to Maple. And let me tell you, old people sit for hours. Young people sit for hours waiting on Dr. Jones. And nobody fuss, nobody quarrel. You go into Dr. Jones, you wait. And you chat to the other people them, and some of the people them you begin to know them, or you know somebody who knows somebody. And when you go in there, he's not in a hurry. He want to know how your mother, how your sister, how you feeling about so and so. It's not one of those things where them just rushing you through a system. You know, for me, Dr. Lucian Jones is a hero. He had kind of doctor man where everybody love and know about. Who come from Maple and know Dr. Lucian Jones from Fernley Avenue?
Let's talk about people. Anybody know him? Well, while we wait, we have a few comments. Sandra said, "Safe travel, Peter. Sorry for the delay, Peter Gay." Diana said, "Happened to parent once they got a hotel room. Mine was kicking up a stink. They gave her some vouchers to reduce fare next time they traveled." Johnny said, "I no longer travel AA American Airlines. Traveling as a consultant, the domestic service was not great and worse in overtime." You know who get worse too? JetBlue. JetBlue.
No, don't even bother say that, because I was trying to find a flight from Kingston to Fort Lauderdale, only to find out that Caribbean Airline don't fly from Kingston to Fort Lauderdale anymore. What is a man supposed to do? So I have to go find JetBlue, who always late or cancel or delayed or delayed or delayed.
Harbor man.
Don't forget to point where we can have our own plane.
Exactly. Patricia said, "Good morning, guys. Sorry I'm late. What did I miss? Happy Sabbath." I'm going to let Dr. Diana respond to you in regards to what you missed.
No, we not tell her what she missed, but she not easy about she late and what we miss.
Jesse said, "Good morning, ladies." Michael says, "Dr. Diana, the vice principal of St. Andrew's Prep, was murdered by her son in Portmore yesterday." Yeah, we heard. That was so sad.
Mental illness.
Patricia said, "Okay, watching on TV, on YouTube." Hi, Patricia, on YouTube. I see you all. Nobody commenting, but I see you all. Diana said, "Dr. Diana, we have a doc like that, and he's going to retire soon. Folks are so sad." June said, "Doc Jones used to give me a ride to Kingston every morning when I just started teaching. Kind man, and has always had a good reputation and has given back to the community."
See, somebody.
Arlene said, "I know Dr. Jones, big stalwart in Jamaica." Johnny said, "No, that sounds like something that's worth the long line. Wonder how many people have gone to your Dr. Diana. Take a poll." Peter Gay said, "Yes, I slept at the Marriott last night, but only after I refused to be sent to Red Roof Inn. The flight was supposed to leave at 12 yesterday. Rescheduled to leave same time today. Fingers crossed." Yeah, I hope you make it. I hope you get on. keep us updated.
All right,
Yeah.
I'm just pausing for a little bit to share the link because she didn't get it. Okay.
Are you just share the link?
Yeah, I'm gonna share it.
And she's coming on at 11.
So she's going back a little bit late.
Yeah, so people, anybody you know, let us know. You can send it to jaconvo@gmail.com. We will respond and
Michelle,
we will talk about.
You know, I'm going to ask you at this time if you will share with us who is your hero to celebrate while we wait, since these persons are going to be a little bit late. Tell me.
Okay. So do you want me to have the person come on now?
Yes.
Okay, so my hero, my savior, my everything is my mother.
I could have guessed that. Tell us about her.
My mother. All right, my mother grew up in Falmouth, but the more she talked, I realized she lived various places. Like she lived in Waterford, she lived Franklin Town because she went to Franklin Town Primary.
No, she must know the Jerkport man when we go to. A Franklin
I don't
Town.
think so. She's always been a Seventh-day Adventist.
She
So
might
I
have
don't
known here. You know him.
So, but she is a person I look up to the most because to me, she's always been a dedicated. She was a teacher. She taught for 40 years.
Whoa.
I switched her job. I don't know how she did it. She showed up.
For 40 years, Michelle?
40 years at the same job. I don't know how she did
40 years. And did she ever migrate to America to teach? I want to get these. She's always taught in Jamaica.
Always, no matter how many
all the opportunities around her as an educator,
left.
she has always taught in Jamaica.
Always. Yeah, she never left because she loved teaching. She said she's always wanted to be a teacher. So she said, like when she was in high school, they had a program where you could pick a career like that you wanted to do, a youth program. So that's what she did, and she did teaching. So when she started, that's what she did. And I've seen her wake up every morning. She's never missed class. Only if she's sick in the later year would she miss class. But she's always at school. Always. The thing is that she goes in early to do extra lessons to help the children, you know, who weren't, you know, quicker, who needed extra help. So she go in early.
And she not charge them. She not charge because
she actually tell them. She actually tell them she's charging. But because she was in Wakefield, KNP spelled, they couldn't pay. So she like, they used to give her grown provisions and different things. But she just accept as payment because she's not doing it for the money. She's doing it because of this love she have. And she wanted the children to succeed and to do well. And all her children, you know, like sometimes when they said to her, I'm the only child for her. And if they said to her, say you only have one child, she'll tell you no. She have hundreds of children because she considers them her children. And what she does too, she goes out of her way to try to help them. Like if she knows that they need a shoes or they need bags or anything, you know that she begs.
Yes.
She's a
real beggar woman. But she begged for a good cause. She begged because she wants to see the social advancement of those around her, the less fortunate, her students. And that is a good beg. Me like a beggar somebody like that.
Tell you. So she helped everybody. So that's why she's my ear. She never looked down. I remember once I was walking in our town and there was this madman in the town, you know, coming from primary school in my uniform. And he came up to her to say hi. You know, like she talked to everybody. She loved talk. Like the worst person to walk with. She talks a lot. So when this person came up, I step aside, you know, like you skin up your face and, you know, step aside.
Madman.
And she literally reprimanded me to never do that, never look down on anybody, because you never know the circumstances and you never know, you know, where you might end up in life. You never know.
Remarkable. So always, perspective and lesson for you, you know.
Yeah, so that's why I'm not judgmental. I don't judge. You know, like you never know, because what she told me was that guy was actually a brilliant guy, but something happened, you know, along the way.
Bad weed.
Yeah. So even though like people we ask her and she helps, so that's why she's my ear, because even though she's a professional teacher, you can't really tell, because she goes out of her way. Like even in the mornings, like when she's going to school, you see her picking up all these children, packing them up in her car to drop them off, like at the local high school and at other schools. And she dropping off people, even the church, like she goes off her way. If, you know, like the elderly want, you know, a ride, or they need somebody to the grocery shop, she'll do it. And she, you know, usually asks. And that's why I admire her, because despite what she has, she's always helping people. She's always encouraging people. And she always say, you're not supposed to look at how people start the race, but how they end the race. Because you might start strong and not end, you know, like you start weak. So she always taught me that, and to be compassionate. If you can help people, help them. And
would you agree then that compassion, being helpful to others, are perhaps two of the major traits that you have inherited by example from your mother?
Yes, I could say that 100%. And the fact is that to the people I've met, like I don't know them, but they know her, and they always have something good to say about her. I don't know if you remember, like once last year we had this principal that came on the show of this other college in Mandeville, and he said he met her and he asked her for direction to go to the high school where he was going to interview, and she drove him to the school and, you know, told him about everything. That's the type of person she is. And we have one of her students, so you don't think I'm being biased, that is coming on to tell us more about her, because her students range from different, her students, like everybody are top student. She not care. And that's why she's my hero. And to me, the fact that she puts the students above all, she's always said she prefers to be in the classroom, because that's where she's impactful. And even though that she's retired, she still does her part where she tried to help. I know that there's like like older people who, as we say, a lot of people don't know how to read, that she's actually helping, you know, like to read. And like, although she's not teaching, you know, students.
Right, so she's not in the formal system, but she's still supporting literacy efforts among those who don't have the skills. Michelle, that is awesome, but we need to catch up with some comments. So let me just get into them. Philip says, can we just send the names? Philip, you have to tell me about the people. When you send the name, no more, unless it's somebody who we can find on Google, then you need to tell a little bit about them. Tell us a little bit about them and we will do the rest. Find somebody else who know them and the one who can come on the show and talk about them. What about that? Somebody.
Okay. Yeah, let me know the person.
Spencer, you just.
Terry Spencer, could you mute your phone? Mute
your microphone. Yes, so that's how we're going to do it. You know, just send us a little blurb. Be prepared to come and spend 15 minutes online talking about this individual. How about that? So you don't have to write no long message, but indicate when and who. We will start next week, Saturday. Apart from Michelle, for this Saturday, next Saturday, we will take the person who sent in first. So be prepared to come on camera and let us talk about it. So Peter Gay, she's sleep and married with our bright self. Yes. So Philip, prepare yourself to come online to have the conversation. Tell us who the person is. Give us a little blurb still. Arlene, you want to talk about your mother? Same thing. Put a little blurb together for us and be prepared to come online to spend 15 minutes next week, Saturday, to talk about it. Johnny, yes, the whole of the airline, them is real full of loops, if you ask me. Wow, Michelle, Johnny says, a book should be written. No, that's a hero and heroine. Congratulations. Love it. June South Robinson says, so lovely to hear about about Michelle's mom. She says that she's in the profession as an educator for 42 years. Many of us are in it for life. Clearly, June is in it for life. And I'll tell you a little bit about June. June's father was an educator as well. And so she's following in her father's tradition. I can't even admit to the fact that June has been an educator for 42 years, because I knew June when she was in high school. She was way ahead of me, yes, but no, it can't be 42 years, June. I don't admit to being more than 35. Arlene says, my mother cared for so many people. There's always someone living with us that was not relative. That's good. Come and talk about us. They just needed a home. My mother brought home a mad woman who was naked and vaping. She's forever my Erin. I want to hear that, sir. That's fabulous. We're going to come back to this. Jean says, awesome. She loves it. Tamara says, hi. Jean says, yes, she remembers. Peter Gates, yes, Dr. Diana, one has to have empathy and compassion to be a teacher, and especially so in Jamaica, and we agree with that. We're going to pause to go back to where we were. Michelle?
Okay, Kashwin, could you come on? Yeah, we have Kashwin. You go talk for a few minutes before we move on.
All right.
Kashwin is one of her former students. Her students are so in touch with her. They keep her updated on everything. They visit her. They make sure she's at whatever party they're having. So, and that is the lifelong impact she has made.
All right, so Kashwin, who is coming on? Kashwin. Jackie, just bear with us a few minutes. We just need to have a quick conversation that was running a little bit late. Kashwin is going to talk about a local hero for him, one of his educators.
Okay, he said his microphone is not working. So until then, let me just give you a brief history of Kashwin. He's from Trelawney, as you know. He attended the Wakefield Primary. That's where my mom was for, 40 odd years. And he said, she's like the school mother, Miss Roberts. And she taught him in grade 5 in 1996. And he migrated years later. Oh, here he's on. So he can tell you more.
You want to tell us about his audio is connecting. Jackie, we thank you for joining us, but let us just hear Kashwin a little bit. We won't give him 5 minutes, and Kashwin might have to come back Tuesday night and complete this conversation.
Yeah.
I think Kashwin having some major
okay, let me just finish the introduction for him, and then I guess he could come back Tuesday. He said he migrated to the United States in 2000, and he got his education at Penn State University and the City College of New York, and he's currently employed at the New York City Office of Child Support Enforcement as the account supervisor. So he's one of our students. I guess we're having technical difficulties, but I think we can move on.
All righty. So we have with us Jackie Knight Campbell, and Jackie is here to share with us the happenings from her particular ministry, which she represents. I want to tell you that I am most thankful to the Minister of Culture, Dr. Babsy Grange, for a short notice asking a rep to be here, and more so that the rep was quite responsive. She said, not a problem. And to add to all of that, she says, okay, let me try and get somebody from the Bob Marley Foundation, since tomorrow is Bob Marley's birthday, to celebrate as well. Jackie, when people come into this show, we usually start by interrogating them a little bit, like, which school did it go and where you come from? Where did born and grow?
Good morning to listeners. JD,
good morning.
Is it Jamaica.com? Is that
what? Yes, Jamaica.com.
I'm on YouTube too.
Okay, good morning to you members and to all the listeners right across the platform, right across the diaspora platform. Thank you for having me this morning. Me a St. Hugh's girl, St. Hugh's high school girl.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice.
Absolutely. So to all the St. Hugh's girl, pick up yourself. Well, also FIU and Nova University.
Oh,
a little
And I
bit
can
of
celebrate
foreign.
an Nova count with you as a
Yes.
graduate too.
Okay, thank you very much. And I've also invited a special guest who is a celebrity entertainer himself to join quickly. Mr. Westrock, Percival Westrock from the North Coast, Ocho Rios, just to give us a little, to spice it up a little bit this morning. So I'll give you the overview. So welcome, Mr. Westrock.
Blessed, just want to thank you very much for inviting me.
Okay,
Yes,
Good
Rob,
morning to
if you
everyone.
on your video, it will help us because we're not seeing you. We can only hear you when you speak. But if you put video on, that would be perfect so we can see you too. Percival,
Okay.
turn on. Okay.
And just as an overseer, Miss Kerry Spencer from Salon Innovation, she actually works closely with a lot of entertainers in terms of styling and fashion and so forth. So she's here as a guest. I know you have limited time, but let's move right in. So we're very excited about Reggae Month this year, being a signature year, a milestone year as part of Jamaica's 60th celebrations. And the theme, as always, is Come Catch the Redeem.
Okay.
Okay.
Come
catch the redeem.
The redeem. Okay, fine.
There's
Everybody get that?
Come catch
Come
the
catch
redeem.
the redeem.
But it's not the rhythm. It's the
All right, now
redeem.
The redeem. Call catch the redeem.
All right.
Right.
That means the vibes. We want everyone to catch the vibe. And so Jamaica really needs something, not just Jamaica, the whole world needs something right now to give us a buzz, to give us something positive, some energy with all of COVID, the last 2 years, and crime and the issues and the election and all that's been happening. We need some positive, right?
Yeah.
So Reggae Month creates a platform and an opportunity to sing, to hear the music that ignites not only Jamaicans, but right across the world. The power of reggae through our designation of Reggae Month is now 15 years old. And this has been, we have moved from not only Jamaica, but we're collaborating with the United States on Black History celebration. So it's reggae meets Black history, which is the promotion. And so as we move along, we have put together a Reggae Month app. So the first thing I'd love everyone to do is download the Reggae Jamaica app. Go on to the Reggae Jamaica app.
So Jamaica has created a Reggae Month app.
Yes, called Reggae Jamaica app.
Reggae Jamaica app. Okay.
Download it right now on your phone.
Reggae
Jamaica app.
Reggae Jamaica app.
Right.
Was this app developed in Jamaica? Sorry if it's not.
It was very much developed right here in Jamaica 2 years ago when the Ministry of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sport, led by the Honorable Babsy Grange, took over the leadership and the program coordination of Reggae Month. And I must say, the history, you found it? The history of Reggae Month started 15 years ago, and I'm happy to have been part of the foundation and the concept development through the collaboration with the Marley family, as well as several other initiatives.
So back up now. So this whole Reggae Month thing started about 15 years ago, and you, while you were still in prep school, was participating in the inaugural days. What is wrong with
not quite prep school, but as a consultant for the Marley family and working along with the Minister of Tourism at the time, Minister Ed Bartlett.
Okay.
Right. My passion and background is tourism, and I love culture. So I've always been working with the event industry, with the sector, with the entertainment, because that is what ignites tourism, our culture, first and foremost. I would say every day that sun, sea, sand is every part of the world. But what makes Jamaica so different? It's the music, and more importantly, the man Bob Marley, which his birthday is tomorrow. 77 years he would be part of our history. And so that lives on. One love right across the globe. Everywhere you go, you say Jamaica, they say, oh, Bob Marley. Or you say, oh, but first it's Bob Marley.
Yes.
And so it is very fitting with other reggae icons such as Dennis Brown. I have come up with, as a matter of fact, it's Leo. who helped me to find over 22 other reggae artists that are celebrated in the month of February, including
Oh, we have
Yeah.
over 20 Jamaicans who celebrate during
20 top reggae
Our own-
artists. And I believe Mr. Percival Budan is also celebrating his birthday this month, right, Mr. Budan? I'm almost sure, but I know Coffee celebrates on the 18th and several other artists. We have a whole list of them. So that makes it even more. Gregory Isaacs on the 14th.
right, and we started with Dennis Brown because I mean I know the 1st of February we're up on Dennis, so
Yeah.
his own birthday celebrations. But tell me though, Jackie, as it relates to the activities for the month,
Right.
are we celebrating outside of Jamaica?
Right. Okay, so it is virtual this year due to COVID.
Oh,
And we still have a lot of restrictions here in Jamaica. So we're not able to do the live elements as we would like to. So a number of the programs have been either rebroadcast, airing from highlights over the years, as well as a combination of productions that are taking place, packaged and inserted into the programming. So you have to monitor the times that the activities are going on. And we must say the only place that really is doing a live event is in Florida. The city of Miramar has collaborated with Reggae Month for the last 3 years, and they have 3 events on the weekend of the 24th, 25th, and the 26th, which is the Reggae Icon Award, honoring Bob Marley, the Inner Circle Band, as well as Clinton Lindsay, and also Mr. Dennis Oldness getting the Marcus Garvey Award. And then there's a clash of the sound system and the Afro-Carib weekend. But to come back home to Jamaica,
but before you come back home, Jackie, one quick thing. Tell me the Florida weekend, because I have to look at ticket now for that weekend. What is it?
Yes, that's the 24th, 25th, and the 26th. And part of the reason why I decided to have Mr. Percival Budan join, Percival is going to Florida as well, and he's going to put his little touch to the activities that's going to happen there.
Okay, fabulous. So Percival can tell us about that. But let us come back home. Percival, I am going to book a ticket now because I'm going to Florida for that weekend. I was going to go earlier in February, but don't make no sense. I'm waiting for that. Jackie, tell me, how do we tap? What are the other activities that are online for us, and how do we access them?
Yes, okay. As I mentioned, the first thing is our partners, our major partners, including yourself, online platform. You can tune in to Reggae Jamaica app. Reggae Month TV will be carrying live several events right up to March 1st. And these include a number of forums starting 6 p.m. To 10 p.m. daily. We have Tuesdays and Thursdays, a series of what we call university forums, conversations. So you can join us live, and through your platform, we can collaborate as a partner. Industry conversation that are relevant to what is happening and knowledge about the sector. We also have packaged special features on various reggae icons, such as Robbie Shakespeare, Ken Booth, Alton Ellis, Mighty Diamonds. We just had Jimmy Cliff that was shown. So those are packaged. And as you can see, we send out shoots from every day. You can check the Reggae Month app and you'll see live and direct what's coming up, what's new for today. But how did I miss the Bob Marley celebration, which is happening?
Yeah. Tomorrow.
Yes, which is happening tomorrow. But tonight, I want you to join the activities for today, right? So let's back up for today. Tonight, we have tonight's activity on, okay, let's just tell you. Tonight's activity is we create with Auntie Amo. It's something for the children. So we're appealing to the young people as well in terms of understanding what reggae means for children.
Okay, so this focus is cultural, right, with a reggae push on it.
Right.
and we
Understanding
can
the
see-
history of our culture through young people development
Okay,
and creating
okay.
images and art out of reggae. We also have Children of the Icons at 5:30, and that's highlights of a package concert series where several of our great icons over the years, they now have children that are
So I just
Are
carrying on
themselves
their
practitioners are
carrying
coming.
on their legacy, like the Dennis Brown son,
Yes,
you know, the Marley boys. They're considered part of the legacy program.
yes.
We also have in studio reggae with Bob Andy at 6:20 tonight, and in studio with Lucian at 7:30. And the introduction of a concert series we developed last year called Young Reggae Ambassadors. It's the highlights of it tonight, where we have young reggae artists that were shown last year. And then as of next week, we'll be showing fresh production for the new Reggae Ambassador concert series. That's being shot tomorrow downtown on Orange Street with a new set of artists, right? And
What
then
time
of
is the
course,
shooting?
the shoot is all day.
All day?
Tomorrow.
Oh,
Yes.
man,
I'm
so
going to make sure I drive
And this
down,
will be live?
to Orange Street.
Oh,
Yes,
sorry.
yes.
But is it live? So we could engage, like.
Yes, yes. So what I'm extending it, we have to manage this carefully because the live element cannot be promoted to create mass
Oh.
crowds. So it's very important you understand the disaster risk management element. So
Yes.
this is coordinated. I will work with you and select media who wants to come down and cover it. It's the production. So we're shooting on the street, the concert package, right? So we'll have a chance to talk to some of the artists, get some form of interaction, and that's what's happening. In addition to that, tomorrow is Bob Marley birthday. And
Yes.
so there's going to be a birthday celebration linked in live online with the opening of the exhibition in the morning by the Marley family and the Prime Minister, the Minister of Culture, Honorable Babsy Grange, as well as the Minister of Tourism, and a special presentation. Following that, there will be a whole day live streaming of the Bob Marley concert 77 called Route 77. And that will be shown all day and jointly with the Reggae Month TV. That's going to be shown. So you can't miss out. Put together all your Facebook parties, your lives,
Yes.
get your friends on. And I'm going to ask all my media partners, let's boost this and make tomorrow, Reggae Month, Brand Jamaica, the most powerful day. We must be trending tomorrow.
Yeah.
This is the greatest reggae icon. Not only that, Bob's words and his message has been inspiration to all our other artists. His words of humanitarianism, spiritual upliftment, emancipate yourself. It's more than just a singer. It has ignited the, when you had the black, what do you call it? The black thing in America.
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter movement. They were singing reggae songs,
Yeah.
Bob Marley song, one love, uniting the world. So there's so much in his message that has really, he's been the pioneer and the icon. And certain announcements are going to be made shortly as part of our Jamaica 60th celebrations.
Okay.
Another unique feature of Reggae Month
Jackie,
is,
not so fast, because I want to make sure that we cover all the bases. Persons want to make sure that they can access everything.
Yeah.
And in the same vein, I am trying to make sure that I get the app. And I want to make sure that this is the app that I'm supposed to have. Is that the app?
yes, yes.
Okay,
You
so
see
everybody
the-
see the app here. Wanna download this app. Oh, and it's about Jamaica 68 as well. It's fabulous. So
Yes.
it says, yes. So I want to make sure we have it. It's Reggae Jamaica app. It's in the
Yes.
App Store. It's also on my iPad as well. So make sure that we get it. If we open it now, you're saying that we can actually see a listing of all the activities that are slated
every
for the
day,
month.
every day.
And every day.
And
So
some of the
when-
links will be shown from there as well.
So if I want to watch the celebration, the Children of the Icons, I can find it here.
Yes, it will take
If I
you
want
to
to watch the Young Reggae Ambassadors, can I find it here?
It will take you to the link, correct?
Jackie, may have your number, and if you're not there, I go up on Facebook and say me can't find
Yes,
it.
we're working through it. Yes, to put the link. And you can also see a lot of images on the JCDC, Jamaica Cultural Development Commission website. You can also link with that. We had the highlights from our church service launch on Sunday. And we're posting daily. Just as a reminder, we're posting, and I will share with you in a WhatsApp group, we're posting daily what's on for today, because there's so many things happening.
I have a quick question. Do you guys have a Facebook page or Instagram page that people could go to?
Yes.
To see what's trending or what's happening?
Right. So use the Reggae Month Jamaica app as your key source of information, and you will see all of the Facebook, Instagram page, Minister Grange page, Reggae Month Jamaica app, Reggae Month Instagram, Reggae Month Instagram, and you will see all of that. Let me just make sure I have that. It's Reggae Month.
That's true. I'm actually in the app, and when you open the app, it's a fabulous app because it has a little hamburger thing that you can drop down the menu button, and it is giving me all the different activities that is there. It's really is a fabulous app. Everybody get him, man. No.
Yeah, nobody should be bored this weekend. Nobody should be bored this weekend.
Yes, and we continue to populate information. So I want you to work with me as closely as possible, all my media partners, anything you're getting. As a matter of fact, there's a radio station in Florida that's carrying Should Bob Marley Become a National Hero. There's several little buzz that's taking place.
Yes, and we did have that. We were having that discussion one day. And just for the heck of it, I noticed scrolling through that there's some updated information. Michelle, we had spoken about this dancehall artist that
last week.
Last week we were talking that she needed to go to church because Sister Marianne said that everybody need to go to church.
Oh Lord, she's been trending.
Not to distract from you, Jackie.
Yeah.
She's been trending with those comments. The Ministry of Culture will have its Reggae Industry Symposium on Tuesday as well as Thursday in terms of the various programs and partners in the industry. And on Thursdays, 6:30 same time, Jamaica Reggae Industry Association, JARIA, will be hosting their symposium. Every Wednesday.
So we're having some symposiums, and Jaria is also putting one on.
Yes, called Open University.
So is there any of these activities that are going to be on the app that we can find an opportunity to interact with the minister?
With the minister.
She's on, or the minister is going to be on.
Right. Okay. I have made a special request to have a forum with the minister and entertainment where we can interact with the minister. That proposal is for either the 8th or the 15th. Right now, it is targeted for the 15th, but I'll keep you posted on that. One of the webinar, as a matter of fact, all the webinars so far, at the end of it, we have an hour to almost 2.
Oh, so we have to interact.
Yes, after the formal session, the minister stays on and it's open to the audience for question and answers.
Okay, that's good. That's perfect. I have a quick question. I'm not sure if last year you guys did the JCDC. Was it during this month or it was a total different event?
No, it's the same thing. JCDC was a partner, but you may be referring to Independence Celebration, which is the festival competition in August. Now, that's where Jamaica's 60th independence is going to be heightened right after Reggae Month, because Reggae Month forms part of our 60th year. But the next period of celebratory activity is going to be kick off in June, which is Caribbean Heritage Month, Diaspora Month. So we want to encourage you to look at events that you're going to have in Florida and all over the diaspora market as part of Jamaica's 60th. We want you to come down for their conference. That's also going to be in June. But come July and August, when everything heightens right into the independence, we're going to have Jamaica Village, food, National Stadium comes alive. But there's also sporting activities, and you can send our secretary at your event either in your location or program, so that we can fully endorse Jamaica's 60th as well as our Reggae Month activities.
All right. So Jackie,
we'll
just
have branded shirts available.
I like to recap so we all on the same page. So for those of my friends and family who are online on Facebook, on YouTube, watching our show, we have at least 1,600 people who will view at the end of the show. So we're saying to them that wherever it is that you are, if you're freezing in Bridgetown, New Jersey, if you're frozen already in Toronto, Canada, whatever is the activities that's happening, they can observe it from the warmth of Jamaica online. And then more so, they can also share with us what is happening in their space for some highlight through your medium, Jackie. You're open to that?
We are absolutely open.
Fabulous.
And we're going to have some platforms with what we call sound system clash. And I've been Fame, one of our key partners, they're going to have some dancehall nights where the public and other artists can join in and they'll zoom in. So we'll have a couple of Zoom parties as well. When you look at the Fame, it's the Fame Frequency Party. You can join in on the Fame Frequency Party and you can party and dance as part of Reggae Month. So you follow the schedule, follow the activities, right?
So Jackie, let me ask you one question. So if Michelle joined the Zoom party in her place down in Jacksonville there, and Diana over in Toronto, I can actually see them dancing in the Zoom party.
Wow.
Yes, just like how we're seeing what's happening, just like I'm seeing what's happening where you are now.
I just want to make sure, because me know Michelle can dance, but me just want to make sure she know, say everybody ever see, so she can dance.
But I also have a quick question. Do you know who will be in the clash or not as yet?
Yes, I do have the information for who is in the clash. I will tell you that in a second, but in a second I'll get back.
All right, so you can get back to us. Let us get to Percival. Percival, tell me what I go down in Florida. What I'm not going to miss. Changing my tickets.
Well, you know, you're speaking to the king of country reggae music, and my music has taken quite a lot of strength within the past 2 years, and has been playing quite a lot in that neck of the woods in the USA, right across the world. And so I'm a new sensation, and you know, everyone, you know, is waiting to see what I'm going to bring to the table. And of course, I want to bring positive music and a sound that seems familiar, but you know, it's all entwined with the reggae music. It's quite interesting.
All right, so tell me, Percival, where were you born? Where did you grow up, and what influenced your country theme to reggae?
Well, you know, West Rock life has been a struggle over the years. All my song speaks about the struggle growing up in that little town of Bogwalk, St. Catherine, here in Jamaica. And I watched my mother struggle with 9 children.
No
I'm
sister.
the last. No sister.
My God.
So, and that's why I treat every woman with, you know, the deepest of respect, you know. So I grew up in that neck of the woods, and you know, it was an humble beginning. And
right, school you went to, for you never go to Michelle's school or my school, you never go to
I went to Dintil Technical High School.
Okay.
Oh, never mind. We beat you the other day. Sure, go ahead, Michelle.
Yeah. You're a country singer for Jamaica. Like, who influenced you? Like, you know, rarely you see people go in that direction. Like, who was your major influence in deciding to go?
Well, you know, Kenny Rogers, Martha Robin, you know, we grew up on country music. So what I did was to put the sound of country with reggae. So that's why it is called country reggae. So it's not purely country and it's not purely reggae. It's just giving a different sound, a dynamic sound of reggae.
So first of all, you're a fusion of traditional country with typical Jamaican reggae.
Yes, indeed. And
what's your
stage
name?
West Rock. W-E-S-R-O-K. W-E-S-R-O-K.
W-E-S-R-O-K. West Rock.
Yeah,
All
no
right.
tea, no tea.
No C, no tea. You don't drink tea?
Well, I do drink tea, but in the word West Rock, there is no tea.
Yeah, we're pulling your leg, West Rock.
Yeah, I know that.
West Rock, I'm happy that you're here with us, and we want to hear perhaps a little bit of your song. Can you just give us a little synopsis of you singing something?
I was born as a brilliant child, never knew what the future holds for me. I can't count all the tears that fall, all the struggles though I worked so hard. Never knew that the day would come when I rise from the ghetto and the slum. Now the peace and the rising sun and the glitters and the riches can done, 'cause I'm a winner. I was born as a star. Yeah, it's West Rock, the best rock.
Yeah, you are the best rock. This is what we need more of. Your type of music.
Yes,
Perfect.
indeed.
Yes, I like
appreciate
the positivity of the lyrics.
Yes.
West Rock, where do we find your music?
Well, it is West Rock Music on IG, Facebook, and YouTube, and on Twitter, it's West Rock 876.
Okay.
So again, it's Twitter 87 West Rock 876 and West Rock Music and the other platform.
And on those platforms,
Just to mention,
go ahead.
Sorry, just to mention, West Rock is based in Ocherius, and every Friday we have an endorsed Reggae Month location. Every Friday, February, at Island Village. In the Island Village, there will be a little vibe, games, karaoke, entertainment, and so.
What time is that? What time is that, Jackie?
That's going to take place. I will share the information with you from start time 2 p.m. So Mr. Westrock will and his performance and some of his entertainers from that side will be joined on some of the activities on Friday night. So we'll keep you posted.
Yeah, please. I just wanted to ask, did you ever consider Trelawney to have one of these events?
Yes, and I'll tell you why. Part of our strategy is to spread the message, not just limited with Kingston. Kingston is the centerpiece cultural capital of the Caribbean. Because of COVID, we have had some limitations. And the first 3 years ago, when Minister Grange took Reggae Month to the next level, we had all of the concert series on what we call Children of the Icons. They were done in every parish. So we had partners, strategic partners, location in Montego Bay, Trelawney, in Ocherius, St. Mary. We haven't gone into Portmore yet because Portmore is too big not to, but we move across the island, and Kingston, it used to be in Emancipation Park. And then we had a stop in Portland. So we hope to reignite that energy again, but again, a lot of it is virtual now. But from the Trelawney standpoint, where we have a proposal is on the pier, the Trelawney pier. And we've been working with the cruise ships because a lot of the cruise ship passengers, right? So the real intention is to also have a concert series when the cruise ship comes off for every February. We did it last year. We had Port Royal, a day there. It was really nice and airy. But we are going to shoot a production, the biggest concert production is going to be shot at the Port Royal Pier. Right? It's going to be shot at Port Royal Pier, and that is in collaboration with VP Records and a number of top artists. That is going to be showcased as the final hurrah event between the Ministry of Culture and VP Records on the 27th, on Sunday the 27th, as the major concert. So that will be a massive production. Beres Hammond, quite a number of top artists will be featured on that show. I want to also highlight on the 26th, there is the Sizzler in concert. And Sizzler is going to create a production, an orchestra, 35-piece orchestra.
Get out of here.
Ma'am.
I have to see that one.
Yes. So we look forward to that on the 25th. I want to highlight.
Jackie, don't run away. the show for the 26th and the 27th. Can we follow it on the app?
Yeah.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Fabulous. So just to assure our persons, because right here we have Bishop Brown, who is over in Switzerland. Bishop, we're talking Reggae Month because this is Black History Month, but for Jamaica, we celebrate it as Reggae Month. There is an app and it's called Reggae Jamaica app. Download that and you can follow all the activities that the ministry, the government of Jamaica is putting on in celebration. There's loads of things. Bishop, you also missed Percival. Percival Budan is really West Rock. No T, no C. He's did a piece for us just now. But Jackie, you have somebody else whom you wanted for us to have a quick conversation with, and we only have 5 minutes. So is there any?
I didn't get a chance to zoom into her, but it's
Okay.
it's what's happening today on the Marley platform. I can highlight what's happening.
Okay.
If you would.
Right. So tomorrow, as I mentioned, there would be the Bob Marley Foundation featured. If you gave me 5 minutes, I could probably try to get her, but we can always come back.
Tuesday night is good with us. We could always have that conversation on Tuesday night at 9 o'clock. It's probably
not a problem. Yes. Okay, but we're encouraging everyone to join in on the Tough Gong TV platform,
yes,
as well as the Reggae Month platform to watch all of the activities live from the Bob Marley celebration. The Marley boys are going to be featured from right across the world that are going to be linked in and their various activities. Oh my God.
All right.
Okay.
We probably need to take that.
West Rock.
But before I bring in Mr. Westrock, I just want to highlight another unique feature of
Yes.
Reggae Month, the sound system clash.
Yeah. My
And
generation.
And Mr. Westrock is also big on that too. So I just want to tell you the various systems. We have a sound system clash in Jamaica, and right down to the 27th, it's going to be a clash being featured each week. Also, there's a sound system clash with the Marleys, and there's a sound system clash in Florida on the 25th. Mr. Westrock is going to be one of our judges there at the Miramar Center. So I just want to highlight how important this has been part of our history in terms of reggae music. The names are, if I can quickly highlight to you, you might see me off screen for a second. It's
Yes.
Echoes of Sound System Clash, Tune for Tune, Clash #1, Next Level versus Yummy. I don't know if you know these groups. King Reno versus Rough Cut.
All right.
Ghetto Star versus Jamrock.
We can deal with that.
Clash 4 is Twin Star versus Kush International. And then the semifinals will be on the 26th. And
You mean it's a competition? Jackie, you make it sound like it's just a clash. It's a serious business.
it's a serious competition.
Michelle,
West Rock a judge.
crank up your set.
And that's big competition. We have to tune in. Man.
All right,
Yeah.
let me just get some more comments in. Bishop is happy to be here, says she hasn't been for a while. Michelle says that West Rock is on YouTube and Instagram. Elaine Williams says she's loved West Rock. My brother, can you do something? And she begging you to help her out at a district. They said that they call her Auntie Elaine. And Valda Square says, good morning, everyone. I'm blessed.
Hold on. Yeah, rush over that one. She wants you to perform at that school. She said she'll cover every expense.
Okay.
And she provided her email.
All right. And her email is?
Elaine Williams at cox.net.
All
So
right.
we'll
West Rock, when you get this work, you have to remember, so it's Jackie Carrier come here and we put you up here and we are come at the concert too. So
Well, you know,
Elaine Williams at cox.net. All right. Jackie, it's always a pleasure to have you. I thank you so much for being so gracious and patient with us. And if your calendar will allow you, you can always come back next week, Saturday morning, and we talk some more.
Tuesday night.
You can come Tuesday night
Absolutely.
at 9 o'clock.
And of course, I will line up a couple artists for you, some of the great
Yes.
artists that you will never imagine in your lifetime joining right on this
Wow.
platform. I want to
All
thank
right.
you. Remember, we have Jimmy Cliff endorsing, we have some big icons. So
my
I won't
God.
tell you who is coming up, but we have delivered in the past, okay?
You have.
We thank you very much. Kerry, I'm sorry that we didn't hear from you. Cash Wayne, we're going to invite you to be back another night, another evening, or another morning, or another night, whatever it is. Michelle, closing remarks.
Thanks everybody for tuning in. And remember everyone to tune in to Reggae. Get the app, Reggae Jamaica.
Yes.
Get the app, download the app. On the app, you'll see all the events. There's a lot of events taking place, night and day. So log in, tune into that. And I want to thank everybody for tuning in. And remember to tell your family and friends, let's celebrate Reggae Month. It's major for Jamaica. Let's spread the word. We know we have listeners all over the world. Spread the message, spread the word. And tomorrow they have the Bob Marley event. So tune in. Remember to go on the app, Reggae Jamaica.
And we're asking every single Jamaican all over the world, plug it in on your social media. One Love, Jamaica, Bob Marley Birthday, the greatest reggae icon. And let's tag it so we can get it all trending.
All right, we will do that. Thank you very much, Jackie. Joni says that she invited Elaine to the show, so now the money I forgot split. That's fine. Sandra says, hello, Jackie and Percival. Thanks for being here with all your fulfilling information. Love it and love Ono, she says. And she's in California, so, and she's a woman who loves dance, and I know so she's going to be on the Clash. West Rock, thank you so much. Guys, thank you all for joining as usual. We'll see you Tuesday night at 9 o'clock. Same place, same. So Jackie, look out for me tomorrow. I'm going to be somewhere downtown, so I'll give you a ping. I'll be high above the street so I can see what's happening. Take care and God bless you all.
All right. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye.
My ringtone is One Love, says Arlene Jackson. I cannot tell you
and the theme for Jamaica
I've made the day when my phone rings.
The theme for Jamaica is reigniting a nation. So we want all of
a nation. Oh, so we made that our theme for next week Saturday.
Yeah, reigniting. Yeah.
Or Tuesday night. Mish?
Yeah. Bye everyone. Have a lovely one.
Thanks.
All of it.